on the Miyawaki technique exists at Kawaguda near Shamshabad Airport. The 18-acre forest is a part of a 62-acre venture called Woods and is claimed as the world's largest Miyawaki forest. The Miyawaki technique is an urban afforestation method by turning a piece of land into a forest. It is based on the principles of award-winning Japanese botanist Akira Miyawaki. Native plants are of utmost priority while implementing the method of Miyawaki. These self-sustaining forests help lower the temperature in concrete heat islands, reduce air and noise pollution, and attract fauna. Compared to traditional forests, which grow completely in around 100 years, Miyawaki does it in 35 to 40 years.
The best thing about Miyawaki forest is that it grows a lot faster than a traditional forest. Traditional forest takes 100 years to be completely mature. A Miyawaki forest, on the contrary, will take around 35 to 40 years for it to be completely a mature forest with more dense and thick blanket of vegetation. And the best thing about the Miyawaki method is also it's a way to curb urban deforestation, meaning like this is the best way to afforest urban areas because it grows much faster and also it's self-sustainable.
The process at Kawaguda Miyawaki started 3 years back in 2019, right before the COVID-19 pandemic. The forest has been developed by a Stonecraft group which took help from Telangana Forest Department and external agencies to understand the ecology of the area. As many as 213 native varieties were identified within the 50-kilometer radius and planted. Each sapling and tree is at a distance of 1 meter because it is believed that growing trees besides will create a strong network of roots. The ground was prepared with a mix of sand, red soil and cocoa peat because the soil composition is important to retain moisture. The forest took 2 years to grow and has more than 42 lakh trees now. It also has 126 species of native fruit and flower trees like custard apple, Indian hog plum, gulmohar, Java olive and others. A nursery is also built inside comprising several flowers and plants. All the trees, plants and shrubs have been GI tagged in the forest.
And I even saw a beautiful flowers in the morning which was blooming. I was really amazed and excited to see it. I just loved it and it felt like kissing it. And as I was moving inside, I had a really great experience being in the nature. And the best part of this park is we have a good tracks here where we can have a good morning walk, like 5 kilometers or something. I just really loved walking here.
Around 110 species of birds have also visited the forest so far. Some of them are barn owls, purple-rumped sunbird and Asian green bee-eater.
So if you see for birds, right, you have a complete cycle what is needed for a bird. Let's say bee eater feeds on bees. Okay, so now as there are flowers and flowers and everything, bees go for flowers, and as there is a flowers and butterflies will be there and bees will attract these flowers, and on top of them the bee eaters, sunbirds, all these feed on those things. Okay, so that's the reason you have a cycle which is needed for an entire bird to survive. Okay, so sunbirds was documented. There are Indian robins are there, and there is a shikas is a predator on top of the small birds are reported from this property, and also white-throated kingfishers are also reported from this property.
The management is also building 76 houses inside the forest in its real estate project. The idea is to build a society where people stay and grow together amid nature. The houses are said to be eco-friendly as they would not require any fans due to the cooling effect of trees.
A lot has been spoken over the years about increasing climate change and the need to develop an environmental friendly ecosystem, especially within the cities which are densely polluted as well as populated. And we all know India has many such cities. Miyawaki is such a similar method to increase afforestation. Not just only plants and trees, but these are homes to several birds as well. While a natural forest takes as many as 100 years to develop completely, a Miyawaki grows quickly, especially in as much as 1/4 of the time of natural forest. This is Ajay Tomar with camera person Vikas for South First.